back to another episode of the Bourbon Buds. This episode, we're going to discuss a topic that's seemed to have ruffled a few feathers about the fact that Weller 12 made an appearance on Yellowstone, I think, last week.
So basically, we're just going to talk about what it's going to do to the availability. Personally, yeah. Personally, and I will be honest with you, with both you and folks at home, I don't think it's going to depend on who watched the episode. I don't know how many people watched the show. It's very popular, so I'm assuming the number's high, but it just depends on if they're bourbon fanatics or not. I don't think it's gonna impact the availability too much. But then again, if there was a lot of bourbon people watching, yeah, it might actually pique a few people's interest. What do you think?
Well, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Oh, goodness. Let's start with the bad first, because we need to get the bad stuff where we can be happy.
No, I'm going to start with the good news.
Okay.
The good news is it's not going to affect the availability of it at all because it never makes it to the wild. Or very, very rarely.
Right.
Maybe somewhere like Ohio or Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Bad news is it's not going to affect availability at all.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, so I don't think it's going to affect the price of it because people who are going to pay full secondary for that are doing it to drink it.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is most of the Weller 12 never ends up on the shelves unless it's like in a privately owned liquor store where they're going to charge almost secondary for it.
Right.
I really don't think it's going to have much of an effect on it. So, for people that got really bent out of shape over it, they could probably relax a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I had something in mind. So, like if you want one of the secondary market, yeah, the secondary market, like the people who've watched that episode, I think people are gonna get piqued. Their interests are gonna get piqued, and so like maybe let's see if we can get one of these. They'll see it's not out in the wild, and they'll. I don't want to mean this in a bad context, but infiltrate their way into the secondary markets, and then they might, if they're lucky to see one on secondary, they'll try and snag it, unless they're like casual drinkers and they don't want to spend the big money on those types of bottles.
Yeah, it'll just depend. I mean, You'll probably have some of those people, but I don't think it's going to be enough. But I will say I would like to tip my hat to Buffalo Trace because they are marketing geniuses.
Yes, they are.
I mean, I wonder if they had to pay a lot of money to have that on the show.
Right.
But if they did, it'd be totally worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily to market Weller, but all their other products.
Mm-hmm.
Like a trickle-down effect.
And I've never really seen overt advertisements for any Buffalo Trace products, like other than billboards and stuff. Do they usually market their stuff in like a subtle fashion via TV shows?
I think John Wick had Blanton's in it.
Did it?
Yeah.
Which one was it?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
But
that is genius.
But they're marketing geniuses.
It's so subtle, but it's effective enough to like say, hey, what is that bottle right there?
Well, of course, all these people are going to see it.
Yeah. So Zach, you have anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. So this has been another episode of the Whiskey Wednesday discussion here on the Bourbon Buzz. We hope you've enjoyed. Let us know in the comments below what you think will happen to the secondary availability, at least of Weller 12 in the comments, and tell us what you thought about Yellowstone because me and Zach have not seen very much of it. So just let us know what you think of it in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to click the bell icon so you know when we upload. And follow our link to our Instagram that's in the description below. Thank you all for watching.